Moscow, Russia, and Red Square behind me, and 30 years of the Scorpions. And in 30 years, we've seen a lot of changes here, but not as much as we've seen in the last 10. And in 30 years of the Scorpions, we've seen a lot of changes too. And it was an appropriate time for them to come back to a place that they love, a place that they've sang a lot about. And it was going to be called the Living Tour.
Können Sie Musik hinterher unter und drunter legen? Können Sie drunter legen? Take me, let your balalaika sing, let your balalaika sing, let your balalaika sing, yeah. Let your balalaika sing.
And so it was after their show at the Kremlin Palace in Moscow, Russia in April of 2002 that the Scorpions came to this office to do a live internet show. And when they sat in front of the map behind me, they began talking about how vast Russia was. And we began talking about a tour that would 4 weeks and go through 14 cities. It was going to be called the Living Tour.
I remember we sitting in your office under this huge map, you know, the map. And so Cliff said, so you played Russia many times, but have you ever really played all over Russia? If you would take your music to them, because most of those fans, they never would have a chance to see you in Moscow and St. Petersburg, because it's just too far away. So it was an interesting thought. Since we have Heart of the Pioneers still, after all these years, you know, so we thought, let's think about it. Good morning, Russia. And then the end of September, it happened. The big cities like Ufa, Samara, Nizhny Novgorod, Yaroslavl, and a couple others, you know, it's big cities. They have millions of people that live there, and we never heard about those places.
And it was big cities that they were going to see a lot of on their tour throughout Russia. First stop, Ekaterinburg, where we were met by the Black Knives Ekaterinburg biker group. And they carried us through town in a style of kings. We were escorted by the police, and we were taken to the hotel in a style that no one had seen before in Ekaterinburg for a rock group on tour.
You want to bring your music to the people, to the fans. And so going on the Living Tour, this what it was all about, you know, because we had no idea how this whole tour would turn out and how safe it would be, how successful it would be. I mean, all we knew is we have many, many fans in this country and they would love to see us. So let's go for it. And not hiding out, no excuse, you know. Everything is set up, we go. And looking forward to go further east.
To go by train, for example, was just, we didn't have to do this, but we wanted to do it. And to go by train gives you the opportunity to see more of the country, which was also part of the whole thing, that we get to know the country, get to know Siberia, which is more like a mysterium to the Western European person. If you're always in on the plane, all you see is like clouds or maybe blue skies from above, but you don't really see the country. So to go by bus or by train gives you a much better opportunity to actually take a closer look. So I enjoyed that a lot.
Yes, it's the Havana, and this surrounding is the right inspiration to create something. If you come back in 5 minutes, the right inspiration will be there, and then we have a good song. A good song. See you in 5 minutes.
In the train, I found a song which I called Siberia, but I think we have a different name for the song, which exactly you can, on my demo which I did when I played it, I heard this train go like This is exactly the speed for the song. It's an instrumental, and I think this will be a part of the new CD.
It's very pretty outside, you know. Beautiful country. It's very, very beautiful.
My philosophy is always go to the places where you go and go what people eating.
Русская картошечка.
What kind of soup is it? That's not a borsch, right?
No, it's
courage.
it's cabbage.
Cabbage?
Cabbage vegetables. Yeah,
Cabbage, veggie soup.
And although security arrangements for the Scorpions were tight all along the travel route, it became a chance for them to meet fans, actually people who were extremely shocked to actually find the Scorpions on the road in Russia.
Мы были, конечно, шокированы, не знали, что повезет Scorpions. Ну как, тихо, не тихо, нормально. Намного лучше, чем наши звезды.
Especially on this trip throughout Siberia, we were, I would say, overloaded. There are still things all of a sudden now, being back in Moscow, being back in Russia at this moment, all of a sudden, wow, memories come back up, or if we look at like snippets of the film, you know, memories come back, and then all of a sudden ideas come out from what you have been storing for a long time. I wrote one song on this tour, and it's actually a very good one, I think.
When are we going to hear it?
Hopefully on the next album.
Follow the Moskva, and don't you get too far. Listen to the wind of change.
And even after 30 years of the Scorpions, it was amazing how we found